4.38 seconds, the time that he ran in the semi-final in Seoul. In his own words, he blew it in 1986. He went too slow in the first half of the race, in the final, and Roger Black from England stole the medal, or stole the gold medal. Sure that won't happen this year. And there appeared to be a break, yes, they've recalled them again, and again it was out near the outside somewhere. Certainly wasn't Clarke that broke, but we'll find out exactly who the offender was. He ran a brilliant race in Seoul, as he did in Los Angeles, to finish fourth in those last two Olympic finals. I'm sure there are still many, many more good races in front of Darren Clarke, but he would like to get this gold medal, this monkey off his back, if you like. He really shouldn't be, it really shouldn't be looked at in that light, because his career has been an outstanding one. But I'm sure, Peter, that athletes would like to just have that gold medal, a gold medal, if there's not to be more, to cap their career.
One's a nice start, and the way Darren's been moving in training, he ran a very, very cool 20.8 the other day in a 200 metres time trial.
So let's go very quickly through the field again for Heat 5 of the men's 400 metres. Clarke of Australia in 1, Skerritt of Canada in 2, Adam from the Seychelles is in 3, Marikong from Gambia is in 4, Johnson from Guyana is in 5, Sandy from Sierra Leone in 6, Straughan from Barbados in 7, and Matthews from Trinidad is in lane 8. First 6 in each heat go straight through to the next round. And this time they get them away cleanly, and Clarke has set out very quickly after Skerritt. I guess he figures that if he stays with Skerritt, he's going to be well and truly safe going through to the next round. And those two, in fact, Clarke has gone up alongside Skerritt on the inside, as you can see, and almost 3 races developing here as those two start to make up the stagger around the outside. Also running well in there is Straughan way out in lane 7. He's the athlete from Barbados. He's been passed on the inside by Sandy from Sierra Leone. That'll be interesting to see if he can sustain that. And inside that is Johnson from Guyana also. But it's Clarke who leads them into the straight. He's run this race very, very comfortably indeed. And then Straughan from Barbados also coming through well. But it's a pretty comfortable run, this, by Darren Clarke. He looks the part here this afternoon as he comes down. He ambles down to the line, and he goes through to win the 5th heat of the men's 400 metres, very comfortably indeed. A time of 46.64 seconds, and that's a little bit quicker than it actually looked, Peter.
That was a very, very good run from Darren first up. He had the field well covered down the back straight, running very, very easily, very relaxed. You can see just by the facial expression there that he's doing it very, very easily. He's got a lot left, and I think he can dip down right into the very, very low 44s at least by the time the final comes around. There's those 2 races again, with the inside runners having a really good look. The outside runners can't afford to have a look around because they have to run scared, because the whole field could come through on them. But Clarke doing a very, very nice job.
Yes, a good, strong performance by Clarke as he goes down to the line, and now he's talking with Ken Sutcliffe.
Darren, you were smooth. You had them in your sights all the way, very controlled. You look good.
I felt pretty good. Obviously, the first race is hard because of the nerves, but I was pretty surprised. I felt better than I thought I would.
The full start didn't affect you at all, Darren?
I would have liked to have got it on the way, but you can't help those things.
Now, what do you do to settle down between now and the next concentrated effort later on?
Just relax. So a similar effort will be needed for the next race.
What about the confidence factor? Sky high?
I'm confident doing well. I'm not overconfident or anything because there's some very talented people in the field, but I'm going to go 100% in the final, and I hope that's good enough.
The expectations are there, though, aren't they?
Oh, they're always there.
And he won that heat comfortably, but now we're getting towards the business end of the men's 400 metres. And Clarke got away comfortably. Dale leads them out in lane 9 from New Zealand, and Douglas is running through very quickly out in lane 7. McDonald is going with him, and Clarke is going with McDonald. And then we come back to Ntereke, and already Clarke has increased his lead over Ntereke. So Clarke now moving up on the inside through lane 4, and he's moving up on McDonald. McDonald has gone past Douglas. Clarke is about to go past Douglas, so there's no threat from him. It's going to be McDonald and Clarke that will settle down to fight it out in the straight. It's the first 4 and the next 2 fastest from each of these heats that will go through to the final, and there's no doubt that Darren Clarke's going to go through to the final. He and Wayne McDonald almost exchanging comments, I would think. O'Brien from Canada in lanes 9 and 7, but it's Brown who's running very fast in the early stages in lane 1. Phil Brown from England, something of a relay expert. He's accumulated a fine swag of medals in relays, but Trevor Graham of Jamaica has gone through very quickly. He's in fact caught and passed Mark Garner, and it's going to be Graham who sets a fairly hot pace. Brown running a very controlled race in lane 1, and he appears to have the field pretty well covered. And now the race is on in earnest, and it's going to be a very interesting finish as Garner starts to throw out the challenge again. Mwanzia from Kenya coming through on the inside. Trevor Graham from Jamaica just leads. Now Mwanzia takes over, and Mwanzia wins it. Big run from the Kiwi out wide. That was...